Hello, Hoa. How are you?
Hello, I am fine. Thank you. How are
How
you?
is Finland? You are in Finland.
Yes, it's still in summertime. uh,
Nice.
yeah, the weather is really
Lovely.
nice. Weather is really nice with a lot of greenery, forests and lakes. And last week I cycled to around the islands. Uh,
Mm.
Yeah, so to enjoy the nature, the sea and forest and lakes. So it's very good. It's one of the kind of meditative cycling, I would say. Really nice. Really, yeah, I
Lovely.
recommend it.
So lovely. Hoa. So before I think we could start, the recording will be on and people will be able to tap into it. So we met at Plum Village,
Yeah.
learning about mindfulness and meditation in our own practice. I went there because I was going through a stressful time of my life and a transition time, and
Yeah.
it really helped me getting rid of my totally getting rid of my suffering. And I understood that sentence of Thich Nhat Hanh that says that people have a hard time letting go of their suffering, out of fear of the unknown, because we prefer suffering because it's more familiar to us. And I was like, oh my god, yes, we really need to learn to be out of this, and to be present. And today I have invited you to learn more about meditation and ask you some of the main blockages that I find when I meditate. Not only me, but when I suggest this practice to my clients. I do psychotherapy and counseling and coaching, and some of my clients suffer of anxiety and stress, and the ones that they manage through breathing techniques, there is a big increasement of with many benefits. They improve in their communication, in the way they solve problems, in their mental clarity and concentration and focus, and even in their production. So today I have few questions that if you are happy to reply, we would love it. Love it, love it. Can you please introduce yourself shortly? What are you doing in Finland? And then we start with the question. Yes?
Yes, hello, you and hello everyone. Of course, my name is Hoa, and in Finland, I'm studying, and right now I have just graduated, and still continue my. I want to continue the research work here. Yes, and beside that, I am the practitioner of mindfulness, futures thinking, um, and emotional intelligence. Yes, and well, my major is future studies. Well, yeah,
Lovely. Apart of that, I understand that you are also studying Buddhist philosophy, because you find a lot of and you are practicing mindfulness, and this has influenced a little bit your thesis and the research that you are doing now. So this is very, very interesting, and I'm sure that you have a lot to give. And emotional intelligence, I would say, is the most important key to understand each other and to develop empathy, and
yeah,
which is so important to understand other humans, and to make us, we all go through similar circumstances, right?
yeah.
If you allow me, the first question that I would like to ask you is, what are the benefits of meditation? I know that meditation is a very subjective practice, so
Yeah.
I would like to, I would like you to explain from your experience and from, of course, your knowledge, being a mindfulness practitioner and doing this research, I would like you to share with us what are the different benefits that you have found in meditation, in meditating.
So your question is, what is meditation and what is its benefits?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So to me, when I began to practice meditation, I thought it's just like just like sitting meditation and sitting like a log. But after spending few times practicing mindfulness with the experienced practitioners in Plum Village, my understanding about meditation is changed. So to me, meditation is just awareness. That is the aware, like just simple recognition, my body sensation, my feelings, emotions, thoughts, and also it's also about the awareness of my habits of responding to something else outside of me. So yes, I think in meditation I just become a friend of myself. Yeah, that is the metaphor I often use in meditation. I just be friend with me, nothing else. Yes, and just and of course with a to be a good friend, it means that I don't trust my friend, and I don't kind of force my friend to be the way I want to. So it's kind of a lot of respect and non-judgment. That is the main attitude in meditation. Yeah. So and I take this into when I apply into my daily activities. So it's very flexible to me. So in whatever I'm doing, writing, I'm also aware when I'm writing, what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking. That is also meditation. Yeah, and
Wow.
just yeah.
So basically, would you define meditation as a conscious action, as being
Yeah.
aware?
Yeah.
Because today I was sharing with a client that we should not look to anger as something we have to fight. Because he was like, I have to fight my anger. I have anger management, and my wife is tired of me. I have to fight it. And I was like, no. Your anger needs care, needs love, needs acknowledgement, needs tenderness, and needs non-violence. So
Yeah.
you have to embrace it and know what it needs, what it wants, instead of rejecting, instead of fighting. So becoming your friend, a friend of with yourself, maybe it's also becoming friends of all these thoughts and these parts that when I meditate, I have thoughts and feelings, and things come to me, and sometimes I feel like I should be like leaving my mind in blank. Is that something that also happens to you? Or yes.
Yes, it's of course I faced a lot of difficulties, like the same problem as you described. But I try to kind of try to change my thinking, is so a lot of, I would say, I was very rude to myself at that time, and later on when I start to just practice observing or awareness, I see, okay, I just let it go, just go with the flow and be with it, and just be friend with it, and so it comes to the one of the benefits of meditation is that we accept ourselves more, right? I accept
Totally.
more, and also I accept others more. I mean,
Totally.
yes, because in meditation, when I take the deep meditation, in meditation, I see a lot of, for example, the interaction among the some elements. For example, the feelings, the thoughts, the perceptions, my thoughts, and then the interaction of these things. And I see, okay, and when I look at other people, they also have these elements in them. So and at that time I say, okay, if they feel like this time, there might be there are a lot of reasons underlying that. So I need to be calm and patient to them, and just wait the time. I see clearly, understand clearly the reasons. So I would say the benefits of meditation is not just calm down the mind, but most importantly, it comes to the self-compassion and compassion to others people. Yeah.
Totally.
So
I think.
yeah.
Yeah, so it also increases. You mentioned that increases awareness. That by observing, we also calm down more, and that by accepting ourselves more, we also
Yeah.
accept more others. Therefore, less judgment, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And one thing, it comes from come out from my thesis. It's about go with the flow. So it's one of the benefits of meditation is, I would say, that is the go with the flow. Go with the flow, which helps you to be creative in your work. Kind of because when you kind of, because when we are meditating while we are working, for example, just we immerse ourselves in it, and just go with the flow, and kind of letting go of all of many controls. A lot of let go of many fears. So we let go of a lot of controls, and at that time I just enjoy the work, and since then, as the result, a lot of interesting ideas come out. So it's the creativity. I would say that's what I observed in the research. Yes. So
Totally. I so much see that, and sometimes behind this is when I advise like go with the flow, is like, but I can't. I need to control everything. I'm afraid if something doesn't go as I have planned. It's like, what is behind? What is under this scared part of you? And most of the time, there is an inner you, a younger self that requires attention, that is in pain or that is suffering, and that only needs you to become the older sister and give it attention, recognition, and acceptance. And it's as easy as saying, I'm here for you. I'm the adult you, and you don't have to worry. And these control coping mechanisms of I can't flow because I have to be on top of everything ends up being just a scared child that needs all that in order because it doesn't know what to do, no, without structures, without or maybe is afraid to feel or to allow to feel that pain, and it's so beautiful to give a space for pain too. I read that book from Thich Nhat Hanh, no mud, no lotus, and it healed me in so many levels. Yes, a couple of years ago. Yeah, was so beautiful, and I resonate so much with what you're explaining. So I can't wait for you to share your thesis with us once you finish.
yeah.
Would you like to? Yeah. Are you finished with these first two questions, or can I? Mm-hmm.
Still, one more thing I would say, the benefits of meditation, because in meditation we practice a lot of awareness, observing skills. We observe a lot of step by step. During meditation, we understand different conditions, the reasons why we react, why we behave, why we think this way and or that way. And the reasons, what we see clearly the reasons. Since when we see that, and the result, that we know how to modify the condition we interacted. So just avoid, how to say, just avoid, how to say, kind of we modify the what we interact with the external environments in a way that, yes, for example, so that these conditions will not trigger the strong emotions in us. For example, if I know, listen to this song makes me feel sad, makes me feel angry, makes me remember remember a lot of bad things in, yes. So, and but I'm about to have the meeting soon, so better I better not to listen to this song before the meeting. So that's what I mean. So kind of, I'm not behave instinct. I don't go with my instinct anymore. I know, okay, at this time, this action is better than the another way. You get what I mean? Yes. So that is one of the benefits of meditation to me.
To you, yeah, totally. For me, it's more when I'm in the present moment, nothing matters because I'm well. As I am breathing and I am alive, and I feel that I'm present within myself. I like whatever is in the future or in the past is not there, doesn't exist because I'm absolutely in the present moment. So if there are plans ahead that excite me or that are stressful, are not there, and I'm not. My mind is not in the future or in the past. It's very much in the present, just with the breath and just like that, just scanning my sensations and being present, which is how I do it more often, trying to bring awareness through the connection with myself and my body. I don't know if I do it well or you will teach us some other habits today to improve our meditation. Some of my clients say, Clara, I can't stop thinking. I go from one subject to the other one. Another one says, Clara, when I start meditation, I nod off. And another one is like, I can visualize anything. If I have to scan something, I just can't see. And some other is like, to me, I have it here, I can relax. So there are so many complaints and difficulties in the process of meditation. Maybe you can give us some good tips for habits for practicing meditation for beginners, like the majority of us. Would you like to share some of the habits for practicing, like for beginners? Some habits that we can embrace in our meditation, day-to-day meditation. Should we start with longer time or shorter? How many types of meditation can we practice? Yes.
So far, I realized that longer or shorter time meditation is not the main matter for the beginning stage. of practice meditation. The most important thing is that that is from I learned from myself is that I need to be 100% honest with myself. What I mean is that when I'm meditating, and I see, okay, I have that emotion, this emotion, let's say anger, yes, and it looked ugly and terrible to me. And why do and normally I would have this kind of thought: why do I have the anger in me? It's not that me, something like that. And kind of I will try to run away the emotions and didn't accept it. And yes, that means to me that I wasn't honest at that time. So as the result, I didn't accept it. But because I didn't accept it, it came back again and again until I accepted. You know. Yes. This also when I share this with the practitioners in Plum Village, and they share with me one of the condition principle in meditation is honesty. Yes, and I wouldn't agree. Only that is very important. Whenever happen, just accept it and honest, admit it. Yes, and it will transform. Yes, the emotion feels it will transform. So don't be afraid of it.
Totally. You have given us so many truths in a short time of periods. When you put the example of not like recognizing I'm not my anger. I am having anger, but I'm not attached to it. I'm not that. When you gave this example, it's so important because sometimes it happens with sadness, sometimes with emotions that takes us out of balance, to acknowledge that we are not those emotions, that we are experiencing those emotions, but we actually don't, no? And what you said, acceptance, you were explaining about recognizing, about being honest with ourselves, and the main step of being honest, recognizing, accepting, and there is that sentence that I love from the Vietnamese teacher, Thich Nhat Hanh, that it says, to be beautiful means to be yourself. You don't have to be accepted by others, but accepted for whom you are. Like, you need to accept yourself, you know? So yes, I like this acceptance is like, it's difficult because, as you said before, we are hard on ourselves and we judge constantly what we are, as if we were having a conversation without creating partner, like parts within us. When we bring the state of presence, inside we are one and we don't get splitted. So it's what I love the most of what you just explained now, like not being that, acknowledging and letting go and just being present and inside. It's so powerful. How do we get into a meditation when you don't love meditation apps? Is there any technique that we can use? Someone is asking.
Can you repeat again?
Yes.
Can you repeat that?
How do we get into meditation when you don't love meditation apps? Is there any technique you could teach us?
Yes, of course. From the beginning, I didn't like meditation at all, like you. And of course, and I did meditation. So for beginners, I often didn't recommend sitting meditation for beginners. No, because it's too hard, and normally people don't really enjoy it. So I don't recommend you do any meditation which you don't enjoy. That is not the way. Yeah. I learned from Plum Village that I that like when you meditate, for meditation, the better kind of, I need to have joy in meditation, you know. So from the beginning, I practiced walking meditation.
Can you
I practice it.
explain? Can you explain how
Walking
it's done, walking meditation? Because people here are not familiar with the different types of meditation that we have. So you should explain us as if we did not know anything from the beginning, you know? So how many types of meditation do you know? And explain a little bit more in detail. Yeah.
There are types of meditation I learned in Plum Village. First is sitting meditation, then walking meditation, breathing meditation, eating meditation, hugging meditation, and what else?
Singing. Singing.
Yeah. Yeah, singing meditation, and walking meditation. Right? Yeah, you're walking and you're meditating while you're working. So walking meditation, I mean, like I'm mindful of my steps, right step, left step, and of course with the breathing, and also eating. Yeah, the breath. So from the beginning, I really recommend you try walking meditation in the nature.
Yes. The answer would be walking would be the first one, which would be walking mindfully and connect your breath with each step that you keep doing. So not walk fast, but walk linked with your breathing, and be connected, aware, and all the things that Hua mentioned, no? Be present within you. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Exactly like you described. Just walk normally, but just bring your attention to the steps instead of. So normally we will walking and thinking of something else. For example, what am I going to eat this evening? For example, like that. I mean, normally we will walking like that, and but in walking meditation, we just bring all full attention into the steps, and of course, the concentration is very short. But when I am aware that I'm lost my mindfulness, and I just bring it back to the steps. So just walk normally, and in meditation is that breathing out. Of course, this is my sharing from the experience. Breathing out, I just tell myself, okay, letting go. Just letting go, normally letting all the thoughts, all the worries in my mind, just okay, letting go on each breath, and step by step you realize that it relax the muscles on the legs, and just tend to walk slowly and gently. So that is a very experience, and I just recommend you try it.
Meditation that Hua is sharing with us is not a meditation where you try to control or to leave your brain in blank. It's a meditation that you start from the beginning, and from the beginning is not achieving enlightenment or living your being many hours, but what she said, it's to start with mindful small meditations like going for a walk and combine your feet and your steps with your breathing system, or doing some breathing meditation, which is to inhale and exhale, and with each exhale to let go. She explained this too. She explained the walking meditation and now the breathing meditation.
Before I mention some other types, some other techniques to practice meditation, I just just say the main principle that is for beginning. It's difficult to calm down the mind. You know, because from the beginning, my mind is jumping all the time, thinking a lot of thoughts inside. So it's difficult to calm down the mind, and it's difficult to force you to sit. So that's why I just recommend you to try walking meditation or just breathing meditation to calm down the mind first. And when your mind is calmed down enough, just enough to sit, then you can take sitting meditation. Because for sitting meditation, you start to go through the thoughts, go through the emotions and feelings, and easily to handle. So for sitting meditation, I often use it for the insight meditation, like to get the insight, to see it clearly, to see it deeply, something like that. And for just calm down the mind, I often take walking meditation and breathing meditation. So that's what I mean. And of course, you can try any types of meditation you like. So that's what I mean. The other techniques I really enjoy is eating meditation. Eating silent.
How can we meditate while we eat? This is very difficult. How can we meditate while eating? Can you let us know how this is being done?
Just be like, for example, how to say, just be friend with your food. That's it.
Be friends with your food. How do we become friends with our food? For people that sometimes they see food as their enemy, or they see food as something that has calories. How can we help people that see food not as friend, but actually as something they have to control?
Yeah. Well, the first thing I recommend is put away your phone while you're eating.
Okay.
Yes. You can see many young people while they're eating, they often check their phone and do something else, and just eating unconsciously, just like the food is there to do their work, without respect to the food. So just I would take the metaphor that my close friend is often sit beside me, hear all my stories, happy story and sad stories, and she just there to listen to me. And so the same with the food. I be there. I observe my food. Observe, for example, the salad. I observe it, and then when I take it into my mouth, when I chew, I try, how to say, when I chew and I just taste it. So it's very difficult to describe the experience, but just be with it. And of course, while we are chewing, while we are tasting the food, sometimes we will think something else, but at that moment, just bring it back to the food. So that is meditation. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
simple. We don't have to leave our mind in blank or leave our body and travel. It's very much going back inside and being focused in what we are doing in that moment. Basically, not fighting our thoughts, but
Yeah.
going back to the activity that we are doing consciously. This is wonderful.
Yeah.
The time is moving very fast, and I would like you to take us through a short experience of meditation. We have only 10 minutes only before we have to close because it's less than an hour, the Instagram live. So do you think that you could take us a little bit through a very short meditation so that we experience that?
Yeah, I will. Sorry. I'm so sorry that for the bad connection. But one point I will mention for the beginners that not like for the beginners, I suggest you not to read too much about the meditation. Not too much. Of course, when from the beginning you are curious about the subject, the topic, and try to read a lot of books to get the knowledge. But accumulating knowledge is one of the barriers to get the for the practice, because you will stuck in a lot of concepts, and in meditation and it's really difficult to let go of the concept, because don't know the way out. So for beginner, just be with the activities and be the kind of a scientist of yourself. Just research, just observe, and record all the phenomena what you observe, and that's it. And you can try different techniques and find the techniques, the practice you really enjoy, and just do it do it because you have a lot of joy. You can continue to it, and and then when you practice well, you can try other meditations, other techniques of meditation. Yes, so this is one of the thing I really how to say just remind you. So not read too much. Yes, it's very important. Until now, I'm still meditating, and I try to balance between reading and practice. Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you so much. I like we have few minutes to go. I don't know if you could facilitate a 5 minutes mindfulness meditation for beginners. But basically, we've learned a lot today with you. Thank you so much. I hope that all the beginners and clients can tap into this video later and learn how to start meditating. Sometimes we just understand meditation as something so complicated and out of our reach. And today we've learned that it's simple. It's just bringing the awareness in the here and now and being focused into that one thing that you are doing, and just bring the consciousness back to the here and now. It's so beautiful the way you explained it and the examples you've placed. I really, I'm super grateful. And we have few minutes left. Would you like to facilitate for us 5 minutes meditation before we close this well-being series about meditation this Thursday?
Yes, I would love to.
Okay. Do we have to close our eyes or leave them open?
There's no need. But if you like to close your eyes, just go ahead. If you feel that you don't need, then this is just about the breath, our breath, mindful breathing. So just enjoy, sit with the straight back and with a change of smile on your face, and imagine you are watching television, and now and of course while you watching television you also breathing, but now you just come back, just observe, bring your eyes on your breath, and that is the main task of this meditation. So breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. In, out. Breathing in, my breath grows deep. Breathing out, my breath grows slow. Deep, slow. Breathing in, I feel calm. Breathing out, I feel at ease. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release. Breathing in, I delve into the present moment. Breathing out, I know that is the wonderful moment.
Thank you, Hoa.
Thank
So
you.
refreshing. It's so refreshing. Yeah, it's just so simple, and we just should do it daily. It just helps us go down when we go with our automatic pilot on throughout the day, and this really makes us stop and question. Yeah, like, are we exactly where we have to be? And just bringing these breaths and this awareness is just fantastic. I am very grateful for your time today. I know that you are doing a beautiful research on that, and that you will bring a lot of light, I'm sure, with your research. And yeah, I can't wait to meet you again. And I'm sure that we are going to meet at Plum Village when all this time off in the world happens. And I can't wait to know more about everything that you are doing there. Thank you so much for introducing this meditation for beginners. It's super useful, and I'm sure that some of us have gotten great tips to continue practicing. We'll continue on the next well-being dates, speaking about nonviolent communication and some deeper therapies on inner child, and some other beautiful strategies on well-being that will bring some new awareness. Yeah, so for today, this is it. Thank you. So peaceful, beautiful angel. Oh, thank you. What a compliment. Yes, Goa has facilitated a beautiful meditation. Thank you so much. And uh, everyone that was here today as well, following, for the ones that will also tap into it later, you have a lot of beautiful tips and information on how to start meditating. Thanks to Hoa. Thank you, Hoa. Have a good night. Greetings to Finland and to Turku, where you are staying. And I send you a big hug from Kampala to you. And I'm very grateful. Thank you for your time, for your wisdom, for your knowledge, and for the practice.
Thank you, Clara, and thank you, everyone, to share your time with me and with Clara. Yes, and really thank you for your time, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm really grateful to experience to spread the light of meditation and compassion. I thank you very much for giving me this chance to sharing my experience, and I hope you will start to practice meditation in just simple way and joyfully. Well, I hope to see you again in another time to listen to your experience in meditation. And yes, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Have a good night.